So you're going to be expecting both of these guys to go with their primaries here. Hyuga, known for that Toon Link, and Shimitake, known for that Pikachu. So tell me a little bit about, like, just generally, do you know how this matchup really goes?
Yeah, so generally what you're going to have to see from Toon Link. Toon Link's pretty much going to go around, of course, start off his standard zoning. The thing about it, though, is he's going to have to be careful. He's going to have to do some more defensive walling. He can't really pull bombs for free. Because against a character like Pikachu, the quick attack can come in and easily set up a combo starter.
Absolutely. And not only that, I mean, with Pikachu, now that you have the added shield stun as well, now you have quick attack, which is a relatively safe option. Yeah. You can approach with that and then use the second one to offshoot and then gain a little bit of space so that you can pivot, turn around, and it's like, all right, let's play neutral again. Right. So you can use some of those safe approaches like that. Ooh, that was an unfortunate one. Bit too close, drops down in front of him and gets picked up here. Yeah. But the back throw is going to set up for this nice situation.
Okay, Edgard, doesn't get it. A little too eager for that one, but now he's going to situation reverse. We'll see what Hyuga can do here.
But you saw him go out there for that back air. You want to make sure you keep him in that hit stun and then drag him further and further down, right?
Okay, so we have another edge guard situation coming here. Let's see, we'll go back to neutral. And I like the spacing that we've seen from Hyuga. He's been getting a lot of mileage out of these up tilt to up air confirms. And even the bomb confirms, that's going to do it here.
Ooh, Duff City catches him with the second one, and that's going to take the first stock. Shimitake, though, not far behind. 64% is on the board, but granted, now he doesn't have that extra rage. And now he's just dealing with a glassy character. What are some of the things that you think that Shimitake can pull out here? He definitely, Pikachu still retains one of the strongest uncharged up smashes in this game, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. So, okay, we can start with the edge guard, which we're getting here.
Let's go.
Just like that. That was getting the business, yeah. And it's amazing to see that kind of level of play. I know a lot of characters right now, a lot of people still aren't too comfortable with edge guarding in this game, but it's so prevalent because you can just bring back things just like that. Instead of having to go for attacking on this extra damage, you just got a quick edge guard and that'll do it.
I was a little bit I want to be a little more cautious about that spacing on that fair. We're seeing Shimitake wanted to go in there, build percentage, close the gap, but he's missed spacing on that fair, and you're seeing punishment coming from it.
Yeah, absolutely. And man, again, he's getting these up tilt, up air confirms, getting a lot of these easy bomb confirms. Doesn't get it there, but he's been racking on so much damage by that. And Shimitake needs to be better about his approaches because for the most part, he's been getting caught off guard every time he goes in and just get hit.
Oh, there's the back throw that sent him out here. This is the moment that Shimitake wants to have here. He tries to take up real estate game. It's all about stage control, especially in these presences. Oh my gosh. Because the closer you are to someone like Toon Link, who still has to go through the animation of picking up the bomb or getting ready to wind up for the rang, you want to see if you can stuff it. And with a character as fast as Pikachu, you can close the distance quickly.
Ooh, that was almost a stock right there. But absolutely, just going back to what you were saying, of course, when you're looking at a character like Toon Link, there is no hitbox out when he's pulling a bomb. So that is the great opening, and especially a character as quick as Pikachu can just get in and get some damage. But he really hasn't been able to punish any of the bomb pulls effectively, and instead has been getting punished himself.
They're both really trying to abuse those projectiles, but I mean, shield's great in this game. It's so strong and covers the whole body. The deterioration is rather small. Whoa!
Is that another one? And that is it!
Another one! DJ Khaled is so happy right now.
He's loving it. He's sitting back at home, ready. You're a genius.
Major genius.
Wow, but that was an amazing play by Shimitake. Well, no, in fact, Shimitake, even though he does come from Japan, but he actually has come down to the West Coast quite often. So he has played with us in SoCal, so it's kind of good to see him come out here. And then, of course, we have Hyuga, well-known. He's the second best player in Mexico, too. So this is a quality match right there. This is big stakes.
This is what Smash 4 looks like to the rest of the world.
Right.
With a little bit of a touch of the Western influence.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely.
So that's pretty sick, man. That's really sick. So expect these guys to kind of go into this matchup. Let's see how well that we can see Hyuga adapt. So out the gate, we're seeing more projectiles, but being a bit safer and knowing that as soon as he throws a projectile, he's going to jump back. He's going to try to stay away from Pikachu from trying to close that distance.
Yeah, and it seems like he's kind of going for his textbook thing he's doing before. Again, he's just been kind of just baiting out Shimitake. And once he gets those baits, then he's been always fought, like pretty much just execution has been perfect in terms of his combos. And getting those things down, just racking up the damage, getting the up tilt confirms, and everything. The real problem is that he's been preemptively double jumping, and that's what's been allowing him to lose his stock really early to Shimitake's edge guards.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Well, he's going to be able to snap ledge here. You see what he's trying to do, though, by chucking these projectiles. There's 2 frames, though, as you step back onto the stage with a normal getup, that you are vulnerable for some sort of an attack towards the latter half of it. And to give you an idea, just in frame of relatively, Sheik's jab comes out in 2 frames. Right? That's when it's first active. So it's such a tiny availability there, but any opportunity that it's not taken can be wasted.
Ooh, the ring. the read with that roll.
That was so sick.
Yeah, that was a great play right there. Majority of the time he's been conditioning him. He'd be throw a bomb in his shield, and he'd usually just wait and shield, and he wouldn't do anything, even though he can pick up the bomb and everything. So he's kind of checking what does he understand about item play. In that case, he realized, okay, this guy gets pressured even when the bomb's on his shield. I'm going to run past him, get him that up smash.
Yeah. Ooh. And that's the thing that people need to understand about this game is that you are committing to something. When as soon as you pull up shield, you're committing to at least 11 frames in there. You have to hold that shield up, and then it's 7 frames to drop it. You know, it just being defensive in this game, granted it's strong, is also a commitment.
Right.
So you have to be mindful about what you're doing and what information you're giving your opponent. Exactly what you're talking about, Matt.
Yeah, this game is major thing, kind of what we're talking about before, is there's a huge throw game in there. And of course, you can't guard for long in this game simply because of the fact that the shield does go down. Oh,
yet again.
Thunder there.
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing Shimitake going in there for a lot of those lightnings.
Not yet.
Excuse me, the thunders. But he's been using them more in an edge guard capacity. We haven't seen him really take stocks off the top. Ooh,
wow, and that's clean. And yeah, this time, you notice, Hyuga was so much more cautious when he was at the edge. The moment he got near the edge or was in the corner situation, he immediately jumped out. Didn't care what extra damage he took, because as long as he didn't lose his stocks, then he was okay. You notice that the majority of the time when he was actually getting hit, he would just go and get hit, and then he'd just come back and he'd be okay because he wasn't getting killed at early percents as what happened in game 1. And in game 1, he played fantastically. It's just when it came to defensively edge guard situations, he wasn't up to par. No,
you're absolutely right. I'm looking forward to seeing more edge guard situations though. I like a lot of these thunders off stage.
Yeah.
I like those sort of oddball, kooky kind of things.
Yeah,
it's like, I didn't expect that second one to come
Yeah,
out.
the double thunder, that was beautiful. That was a good play, man. Most people would not go for that. And yeah, Pikachu can do that. I believe even Isam had a video where, along with wall jumps, you can do thunder up to like 37 times if you're doing it right, depending on where you are when you initially jump off the stage. But yeah, he right up there. No one really expects that double thunder in competitive play, so great play for him.
As someone who considers like Isam like a good friend of mine, I'm not surprised to hear about that technique at all.
Yep.
He's such a mad scientist.
Yeah,
in a lot
student
of
the game, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're going to be getting into this next match here in a second. Give us 1 second to get this up here. Yeah, 1 second.
Up tilt's going on? Okay.
There we go. And now we're back into it, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We're back into it. We didn't miss much, only 9%.
Right.
Okay. So, it's back. It seems like we're getting back to that same game from Hyuga. He's doing a good job chucking those bombs, having good spacing, and it seems like Shimitake is content to kind of give him a little bit of space here. So he needs to close the distance a little bit better. There you go. That's what we're seeing here.
See, and again, he goes for that run pass, and that's something that you'll see Toon Links go for a lot once they realize their opponent is scared and will be kind of in their shield.
Yeah,
and so he's allowing him to get on extra pressure just by throwing that bomb, not even actually hitting it. Just the threat of the bomb itself is enough for him to get a conversion.
You're nailing it, man. That's what's so important, is just even the threat of something being there. This is what happens, the long-term psychological effects of you constantly having a threat thrown in your face.
Right.
Ooh, good up tilt there. And as soon as he sees it connecting, I'm like, I'm dipping. I don't want to deal with this anymore. So the disjoint, though, is also pretty important when it comes to Toon Link. In some ways, you can see back air as a really good combo tool in some instances. But traditionally, what I'm used to seeing from Links in general is I get some percentage on you, and then you have to come back down to the stage from above. And I have this nice disjoint here that I'm about to shish kebab you with, right?
Yeah. That up air is just so ridiculously meaty. And so, of course, you can just throw that out there, and you have to respect it. Especially a character like Pikachu that doesn't have like these huge disjoints. You're going to have to take that. So you see already that we've seen in this game, there's been a couple times where Shimitake has preemptively air dodged because he's afraid of landing onto these up airs. And I bet you we're going to see later down the line, see a punishment on that from Hyuga.
Ooh, let's see the forward throw. Yeah, but how are you edge guarding? No.
No, nothing there.
See, and even though the situations, like, you're still learning something from it.
Right.
Because he learned he was willing to chuck out the Thunderbolt and be like, all right, he's going to try to see if he can cover low. So even then, even the stuff that doesn't work is also information.
Absolutely.
Constantly on the down low.
See, oh, okay, goes for a forward smash there. I like it. Was a little misspaced though. Okay, gets a little punish. We'll get him off stage here. We'll see if we can get any edge guard this time. No, not this time.
See, I know some of you guys are expecting him to come in there with up smash and try to go with that, but the thing is that even with the rage that he has and the percentage that Toon Link has, I don't think Upset can kill there.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that
but
back throw will.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, so we're looking at Hyuga here, only 69% on this second stock, and he's looking, you know, he's trying to leave this gap right here. Just getting him good bombs. Again, the pressure with these startup bombs, and he's going to get that easy confirmed, 28%.
Oh, man. So some options that you might want to choose out of shield, though, you might want to consider jumping, you might want to consider spot dodging. If you can see, if you read the grab coming, I mean, granted, it's a bit more distance. It also has double the recovery.
Ooh, a little late on that forward smash, but that definitely wouldn't have done it. But he's still going on, and that's something that's so important top level play. You want to recognize that even if you make a mistake, you have to continue on the pressure. You know, you try to recover from it and do the best you can. And so he was able to get some tech on a little extra damage despite missing that critical edge guard.
Ooh, there's the grab. Excellent pivot. And there's the bomb already ready to go. Because he knew that Shimitake would have to come back down to the stage, he took the opportunity to get primed and ready to go.
Right.
This is zoning at its finest, man. Oh, air dodge is way too low to the ground, and then as soon as he becomes normalized, then gets caught.
Yeah, now this looks like it might just be a clean 2-stock. He definitely needs to find answers, but yes, that's going to do it.
Oh, baby!
Great air dodge.
Looks like he heard you, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't want that.
Not at all. Okay, good there, right there from Hyuga. And the bomb's going to be dropped, but this is still anyone's game at this point. Again, we saw this similar situation game 1, and he got the critical edge guard, the double thunders, and he closed that stock. So if he gets him off stage, it's going to be a nightmare for Hyuga.
You're absolutely right. And I think you're seeing Shimitake here kind of stay towards the edge, like edge of the middle. Because if you stay directly in the center, that gives away something, right? Yeah. Because if he's just offset, he is then pressuring that area.
Absolutely. Okay, good up airs.
Oh, he followed up. I thought he was going to go in for something.
That's not going to do it yet.
He still can make it. Whoa, no punish.
Yeah. Okay, it's a grab.
He didn't get anything off of it, though, except 2 pummels.
But he will get this positioning here. Oh, does not get that bear on that landing. And we're going to reset back into neutral.
This is a scary time, folks.
Yep, that's going to do it. And that's exactly the same situation I was talking about earlier. An unfortunate death right there. Shimitake definitely was feeling that one. But again, those early air dodges right onto those platforms, that's what you saw early going on.